Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we're going to be building an image scraper program with Python, in which you can use to download or scrape images from any website. But in this tutorial, we're going to be using Unsplash.com basically. And let's just see how the program is going to work. So I've opened a terminal, and also this is the folder of the terminal, so that we will be able to preview the image that was downloaded, and we are going to try to scrape the same image that I just the same search query that I just searched for now. Landscape. We are going to search for landscape too. So Python 3 img scraper.py, then landscapes. Did I spell it correctly? Okay, yeah, it's correct. Okay, now requesting Unsplash.com. As you can see, the first image here has been scraped. Now this image is a premium image. That's why it contains Unsplash.com watermark. Okay, and it is the first image on the page. I can see this is the image. If we scroll down here also, just look at the image. Just look at the image, and let's open the folder. As you can see, this particular, okay, yeah, we've checked this image is okay. Let's just open it. Okay, this image is where is it? Okay, it seems like that was not returned as part of the result on this page. And this image is this. Then this image is okay, yeah, is this. Okay, so this is what we are going to be doing in this tutorial, and if you notice, it is also logging some useful info about what it is currently doing. We are also going to be adding that to the program. Now, before we move on, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. It motivates me to do more awesome and cool tutorials like this. Thank you. We are going to be using jupyterlab in this tutorial, and I'm currently in the directory that I created for this tutorial. Now, if you don't have jupyterlab installed on your machine yet, just come to py. Then follow the installation procedure here. Okay, and let's quickly run it. jupyterlab. So it's going to start jupyter so it's going to start a jupyter session in this command line. Okay, the jupyter lab session has been started in this command line. Now let's quickly talk about the other module that we are going to be using. We are going to be using BeautifulSoup4 and also request, because this tutorial is all mostly about scraping. That's why we are going to be using BeautifulSoup to pass the HTML content that we are going to get from Unsplash.com. Let's open Unsplash.com too. Unsplash.com. Now let's try to search for something. let's search for cat. Okay, so the next thing is, let's just quickly create a Jupyter um, notebook. So here I'm gonna say import um, request, and if while trying to import request, you got an error that request is not cannot be found. The error that is related to request cannot be found on your PC. Just come to PyP and install request, but it should come with your Python. Okay, BS4, and also for beautiful soup. This is how we import beautiful soup. From beautiful soup import, or from BS4 import beautiful soup. Okay, this is what I copied. This is the URL that we are going to be requesting, and we are going to be making this the end of the URL, which is the query, that we passed, that was passed to the search. Okay, then the next thing is just let's request um Unsplash. The first request, let's call it request. Then it's going to be request.get. Then what are we trying to get? This is the URL that we're trying to get. Okay, let's wrap it in single quotes. Now, wait for status. I'm just going to be raising status just for this tutorial, in case if any status related error occurred, like 400 and other error, then it's just going to quit. It's going to throw the error here, and it's going to quit on this line. Okay, and now first of all, let's print the response that we get from the request. Let's print it. Okay, response 200. Now what we need from this request is the text. This text is going to contain the HTML of the search page, of the search result page of this particular page. The HTML content of this particular page. That's what the request.text is going to contain. Now this contains everything, including everything on the page, including the pictures, these pictures, or including the search results. Let me call it search results. Now what we need, the only things we need are these pictures, are these search results. These are the only things we need. And how do we now get this particular picture from the response? Because this contains all things that we don't really need. Now how do we check it? Now let's inspect it. After inspecting it, you see that if I over it, this is this picture. This is the image img element for this picture. Now we are going to be selecting the search results by the attribute called data test photo grid mastery image, because only and all of the search results contains this attribute, and that is what we are going to be using to select all the pictures from the search, from the page. Now soup equal to beautiful soup. Then let's pass this to it. Press dot text. Now the img elements, that's going to be soup dot find all. Then now let's check what this find all does. Okay, soup dot find all contains takes name, attributes, attrs, recursive, and so on. So what we are going to be using is this attrs, which is the attributes of the img elements, or of the elements that we want to select, and this find all is going to select all the elements. Now let's try that out. Find all and attrs, and the attrs is a dictionary which is going to take the, let's go back to the page, which is going to take the attribute name and also the attribute value. Edit as HTML. So this is it, the attribute name and the attribute value. Okay, let's just paste it in and separate it. This is the attribute key. The attributes name as the key, then the value as the value. Now let's print out the content of the img else, or simply the content of the img elements. Okay, see that the image, it has filtered out all the image elements contain that are the search results, that are the results of our search. Okay, now how do we now get the image link? How do we now get the image link from it? We are going to use, if we do something like the first img element dot get, then this dot get is going to get an attribute that we passed into it, so it's going to get the src attribute of the first image element. Let's try that. Okay, as you can see, this is the URL of the first image element. Okay, and now, and there's something that to get the real quality of the picture, we need to remove these queries out of it, because these queries is like cropping and other formatting and other stuff, just for it to look cool when displayed on the search results page like this. So to get the real quality of the picture, we need to remove it out of the link. Now that's going to take us to the next step. Then we can say src links is going to be an array. Then now let's filter it out. Let's filter out the link from the image, from the img element, and also at the same time remove the extra stuff from it. Now, how do we do that? We are going to do it like src link dot append for link in img. Okay, now we can say link dot get, because the link is actually an image element. Then it's now going to we are now getting the src element from it. Src element. Then after getting the link, we now want to remove this part from it. If you notice that this part starts with the part that we want to remove from it starts with this question mark, so it makes it easier for us to split it based on the question mark. Then we are not going to get the first part of it. Now that's the first part. Okay, for link in img elements. Okay, then for link in img elements, and now because I've tested the endpoint before, this particular search endpoint is going to return duplicate images. It's going to return duplicate images, and while downloading the images, it's going to download duplicates. It's going to download them as duplicates. If we should print out the length of the src links, now it's going to return something like 40. It's going to return something like 40 or so. Yeah, it returns 40. Meanwhile, the main images are 20 in length. The image is is 20 in length, and the duplicate is also 20 in length. Now, to remove the duplicates, we have to do something like append this link to the src link. If this is not in src links, else don't do anything. Now this is getting verbose and too much, and is not making our code clean. Now let's separate it into a lambda function. Let's just call it a short name, lambda. Then it's going to take in link, and it's going to return this particular stuff. Okay, now we can now call this and pass link to it. Then do the same thing here. Then pass link to it. Yeah. Now this is going to work the same way. Now if we now log, don't forget the last when we printed it last, when we printed the src links last, it was 40. Now let's check the length. Now print len src links. Yeah, you see this is 20 now. It's now 20 because the duplicate was not added to it. Now the next thing for us is to look through these src links. Let's look through the src links. For src links, for link in src links. Then let's comment this out. Now we need to request request the links. We need to fetch the images with request also. Img requests equal to request.get. Then don't let us forget dot place for status. Okay, now the next thing is we can actually check the content of the request, but for the sake of time, let's just move on from there. Now we need the type of this image, so that we are going to use it as the extension for the file, for the image file. File text equal to image dot headers, then content type. The content type is going to return something like image or JPEG. Now we can now split it based on this, then get the last value of it. Okay, and now that we've gotten it, now the file name. How do we get the file name? Let's, before moving on, let's just print out the real link. Let's print out a link. Now this is how the link looks like. Now we are going to use the end of the link, which is like a unique name for the picture. We are going to use it as the file name for that particular picture. Now how do we do that? Let's return this back. I'm going to say file name equal to link dot split. Then we are going to get the last element of it. Now we can now say, okay, let's print something here. Print writing file name. Okay, now after getting the file from after requesting the file, now we need to write it with, let's use with open file name, because the file, we are going to be saving the file in the current directory. If you want the file to be saved in another directory, then you need to just pass the link to the URL to the directory, pass it before the file name, or change current working directory. But that is out of the scope of this tutorial. How to do that is out of the scope of this tutorial. Now Then we need to pass write binary into it. Write binary as let's call it file. Okay. Now then after that we need to request, we need to loop through the content, the binary content that we got for the file as chunk, for chunk in img dot guitar content. Then the chunk, let's just set it to 100,000. Let's set it to 100,000. Then fl dot write, then write chunk. Okay, so the width is going to take care of closing the file, so we don't need to worry about that. Now then let's just print something at the end, that print done. And now let's test it out. Now this is the directory, of this tutorial. Sorry about that. Of this tutorial, this is the directory of this tutorial. And now let's test it out. The code that we just wrote, let's test it out. Now I'm just going to bring this up and scroll down a little bit. Okay. So it has entered the for loop. Now it's now getting the link now. Okay, we got an error. Oh. No, headers, not headers. Now let's try that again. Okay, as you can see the picture. Okay, now we need to, let's cancel the, let's stop the execution. Okay, now we forgot, as you can see the file has been downloaded, but we forgot to add the extension to the file name. Then let's add extension to it, dot filext. Now that's it. Now let's just delete this. Okay, let's check it again. Okay, it has entered the for loop. And next, okay, yeah, as you can see, it has downloaded the first image from the results, picture of car. The reason why, if you notice, there are Unsplash watermark. There are Unsplash watermark on the picture is because this particular picture is a premium picture, and that's how it's going to be for other pictures that are premium. Okay, as you can see, the Unsplash watermark is not on this particular picture, so it's because this picture is not premium. Okay, now not to waste time, everything is going to be downloaded, so we can just stop the execution of the program. Now the next thing we need to do is just to put this code inside a file. Let's remove it from Jupyter Notebook and put it inside a Python code or a Python file, so that we'll be able to run it on the command line. Okay, now let's open the command line again. This one, let's name it img touch img. I'm sorry, I'm using Mac, but you can, okay, let's just forget about that. Let's open it with VS Code straight up. I'm opening this current directory with VS Code. Okay, yes. Now we can delete this particular pictures. Let's delete them. Move to bin. Okay, and this is the Jupyter notebook. And let's create a new file called img scraper.py, image scraper.py. Now let's paste our code into it. Okay, if we should run it on the command line, it's still going to run. Let's put the file or the folder, let's put it here, and let's put the command line at the bottom here, so that we are going to see it as it is downloading the file. Let's list the content of the directory. Okay, then it's Python 3, because I'm using Python 3, and image scraper.py. It's still going to work the same way as it worked in Jupyter Notebook. No parser warning, no parser was explicitly specified, so I'm using the best available HTML parser for this system. If you run this code on another system, okay, let's stop the execution here. This particular warning is because I did not provide a parser to it. The warning was silenced in Jupyter Notebook, but it was raised here. Now the thing is, the reason is because I did not specify a parser for it, and is now using LXML parser because I have LXML parser installed. Let's check that quickly. Please, LXML. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I see. I have LXML installed. That's why it's used LXML automatically. If you have another parser installed on your system, if you have another parser installed on your system, it may use that automatically, or it may throw an error. And in case if it throws an error, just come to PyP and search for LXML and yeah, this is the particular one you need. I use this particular LXML, this one. I use this LXML and install this LXML. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, the program worked the same way it worked in Jupyter Notebook. Now the next thing I'm going to add is, okay, let me just increase the font of VS Code a bit. Now the next thing I would like to do is to get the command line argument. How do we get command line argument? We are going to be using the sys module. Sys. Now if we should call our program this way, the first item that is going to be in the sys array, let's call it query. There's going to be sys.argv. The first item that is going to be in sys.argv array is going to be the name of our program. then followed by whatever else we typed into it. Now we can quickly see that okay, I'm just going to comment out the program and just print this really quick query. So let's test it. Python 3 images, then let's type this. As you can see, the first item in the array is the image scraper program, then followed by this followed by this stuff that we typed here. Okay, let's move on. Now what we now want is that we want to be able to pass query of whatever else we typed into whatever else we typed after the name of our module. Let's check another one. We can type any number of arguments to it, and see, this was everything that we typed to it. Now how do we now get what we actually need? We are just going to pass. So what we are saying, okay, let's check that out. Let's check that really quick. Okay, now as you can see, the array print only printed out from here to this place. Now what we told on Python is that we need the first from the index of 1 to the end of the array. That's the only thing that we need. Then because it's a string that we are going to be passing as the query and not array, let's just convert it to a string. Let's convert them to a string and join them with dot join and join them with an empty string. No, let's join them with a space, because each of them are going to be what on their own. Now let's test that out. As you can see, everything got printed as what. Now that's going to be our query. Now let's uncomment all back, and this is the query. Then we can now replace this. Let's just pass F here, then query. Now let's clear the terminal and run it again. Now let's pass in cow. Now before that, let's bring up this, and so that we are going to see how the images are being downloaded. Okay, let's wait for it a little bit. As you can see, this is the first image that got downloaded, and it's a premium image. That's why the Unsplash watermark is on it. Okay, and other pictures too has been downloaded also. Now let's stop the execution. Now let's check the images that were downloaded. Okay, now though we are done with the program, as of course it is doing what we want it to do, and it is working as expected. Now another thing I would like to add is some comments to it, so that we are going to know what the program is actually doing at a particular time. Now here, let's use print. I would have preferred to use logger. But that is that will be too much for this particular tutorial, and it may take some time Okay, let's just forget about that. And okay, print passing query passed, query passed. Then okay, let's remove the query from it. Then we can now say the next thing is, okay, let's forget about that. Now requesting Unsplash, requesting unsplash.com for the query. Okay, let's add f here for cow pictures. For example, if the query is cow, then let's print done requesting. Done requesting. Now the next thing is, oh sorry, passing HTML or okay, response content. Okay, HTML content, response content passed. Then the next thing is finding all search results img elements. Grouped search results all found and grouped. Now let's read another one here, that filtering image links from img elements. Now downloading images, or let's call it downloading images. Then here I'm going to say print downloading, then the link, downloading link. Okay, then img request. Then okay, the next thing is print requesting, or let's just call it scraping image. Image script. Now print passing image Okay, then or passing image, um I don't know what else to call it. Okay, or okay, let's just call it passing image. Then the next should be, is it even image? Okay, let's call it image passed. Now then writing file name, then writing file name, then after writing it, then we can now say print f file name written successfully. Now okay, now let's go back to the console and try it out. I'll just bring it to the middle and just clear the console. Now let's bring up this and let's make it small. And let's make this small this way. And I'll just like to delete the previous images. Okay, now let's move this to the side a little bit and let's let this be here. Okay, now Python 3 img script.py. Then the title of what we want to the title of the image we want to scrape and download, it should be cars passing query requesting unsplash.com. Okay, just ignore this. Downloading images, then downloading this particular image, requesting this particular image, then scraping image, is currently scraping the image, then image script, writing the image, waiting successfully. Okay, let's just check. Let's check the image. Yeah, let's check the first one also. Okay, this one is a premium image, and these two. Okay, yeah, now this is the end of this tutorial. And if you come to the search page, to the website, to the Unsplash website, and search for cars, you see that the result is the same thing as the pictures that was downloaded, that we just downloaded. You can see this picture, then this picture, this picture. Yeah, let's just stop it here. Okay, I don't really need to stop it. And we've come to the end of the tutorial. If you like this tutorial, give it a thumb up, and if you don't like it, just let me know in the comment section. And if there is anything you are not so clear about, you can let me know in the comment section. And all the files of this tutorial is going to be available in the or better, the link to the file on this tutorial, the link to the files of this tutorial, sorry, is going to be available in the description of this tutorial, including the the Jupyter notebook file also is going to be available, but these pictures are not going to be available. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We've come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching to this up to this moment. And please don't forget to subscribe. It motivates me to do more tutorials like this. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.